Welcome to Love and Relationship. My name is Ndon, and today we will be talking about the role of women in marriage. For those of you who may have missed out on the episode where we spoke about the role of men in marriage, you can find that on our YouTube channel. We did have a conversation on the role of men in marriage. So it's also fair to have the role of women in marriage, as you will agree. I believe that every one of us in marriage, every partner in marriage has a role to play. So today I'm here with my beautiful wife to share with us the role of women in marriage. And I believe this is a role she has been playing over the years. So guys, just listen and understand what the role of women in marriage is. So I'd like to welcome you, Mrs. Emilia Ndon. How are you? You're looking good. Okay, so I would like you to share with us, what do you consider, let's first start from the role of a woman, you know, in a home, in marriage, in a family. What will you consider as the role of a woman in marriage?
I think that the purpose of role in any organization, be it church, work, is to give the person involved a fair chance to succeed. And in a way, it makes their life easier, because if you know what to do, then you can plan ahead and do it effectively. So I think the role of a woman in marriage, the first one is a helper. Okay. I don't know if that's what you asked me.
Yeah, the role of a woman in marriage, yeah?
Yes, she is a helper, a wife to the man, okay. You know. I feel like the woman plays a major role. She is somehow, yes, the Bible likens her to the crown of a man, but I feel like she is in the center of everything, holding everything together. But to the man, I believe that she is a helper, a wife.
That's very interesting. And you see, like you said before, I believe that this role play is what brings out the value in us. You know, it's what makes us valuable. Because if you are there in a home and you are not playing any role, I mean, what's your value? How do we miss you? I mean, what's the purpose? Because everything God made has a role to play. So the role is not more like, oh, you have to be the one doing all of this. You know, it's simply the value you bring to the relationship. So like you're saying, a helper is very important, because I want to believe that there is no man who meets a woman and remain the same. And there is nobody. It's either you go up or you come down. So if he's a good helper, then she will help you go up, improve your life.
It's true.
If he's a bad helper, then my brother, you are coming down. There is nothing.
It's true. No, a woman is, I often say that a woman was not an afterthought. A woman was a major player, is a major player in God's plan for humanity. You can see in the way that a woman is positioned in the center of home, in the society, I believe a woman has a major part to play. You know, like you have said, she is a helper. And how does she help the man? I think she helps the man in meeting the needs of the man. One of the needs that a man really has is a need for respect. I believe that a woman helps a man to lead effectively in respecting her. A woman who I believe that every loving husband wants a woman who will treat him with respect, a woman who would make him his priority, a woman who will make him feel like he's the only man in the world, a woman who will help him achieve his dreams, support him, be there for him, be present, a woman who listens. You know, I believe that is a need that every husband, a loving husband, if I'll put it that way, would have and expect from a helper.
Okay, so what other role do you think a woman plays?
I think a woman is a builder. And as a builder, wisdom is expected. I mean, you need wisdom. If you must build a solid home, you definitely need wisdom. And wisdom does not have to do with what you feel. You know, I believe that in this our generation, people are getting more and more confused, that they tend to lean more on their emotion rather than seek the truth to know what their responsibility really are. And as a builder, you need wisdom, and wisdom comes from God. It's not essential. You need wisdom that comes from God, and you need patience, in order to be able to build. So the woman helps the man. I think the woman builds her husband, builds her home, builds her life, builds her home. Everything that she must enjoy, somehow there is a building that, that is woven into it.
That's true. So the Bible talks about a wise woman building her home and the foolish one pulling down the home with her hands. So this also puts a responsibility that, a woman needs to understand that as the home improves, it means she's doing a good building, And so it's simply being in the position where, we take responsibility for things. I want to believe that a good woman will definitely improve the life of a man, his home, his business, everything will improve. That's building up. It will raise him up one way or the other. So it's a good point that you're making. Now, is there any other role what of the role of a mother, a woman as a mother?
A woman is a nurturer by nature. Okay. When the Bible says, can a mother forsake her sucking child? She is a nurturer. In her is the ability to nurture, is the ability to grow. That's why, as you have said, you cannot meet a woman or marry one and your life remains the same, because she is built, she is equipped to help, to build, to nurture. So the earlier we understand and accept our responsibility as a woman, the better for us, because we have a major part to play in our children's life. And it's not just physically, it's emotionally, it's spiritually, it's financially, it's all round. A woman is emotional being. Like you were saying before, she is emotional being. And sometimes she is conflicted with her emotion. Hence, she's also able to pull down the very same house that she built. So it is very important that a woman is able to take hold of her emotion. She is not meant to act always by her emotion, but add understanding to it. And, add wisdom to it, because wisdom will tell you when to act, when not to act, when to talk, and when to be silent. Having said that, I think you should be driven, as a woman, you should be driven by what you want to achieve.
Okay. So now I'm thinking here, how can we stop a woman from pulling down the same house that she did when she becomes, when she becomes angry or unhappy, or she submits to her emotions? Maybe we need a technology that can put up a barrier where she can pull it down. Now, I just want to add this. What do you think about a woman as a multiplier? Because, you see, I've discovered that as a man, even if you had one plate and one spoon and one bowl to eat, a man is fine with some of those things. But once you say you are in relationship with a woman, definitely, when she comes in, that bowl must increase. Everything must be multiplied. What do you think about that?
Okay, before I go to a woman as a multiplier, let me add this to what you have just said. I think a way that a woman can control her emotion is if the foundation of the house that she's building is on God. I think God has to be her foundation. She needs to be able to submit to God in totality in order for her to die to self, because sometimes the things that we react over is mainly about self. It's about me, it's about how you feel, but feelings does not build a home. So sometimes you have to put your feeling aside and put at the bigger picture and look at what you want to achieve. And it's important that we train ourselves as women to do the things that you need to do, even if you don't feel like, you don't feel like it. Feelings don't win a war. So you have to know when to stop and when to start. It's very important. Don't take your eyes off the goal in order for you to build a sustaining house. Okay, a woman as a multiplier. I think I can begin by saying to the husbands, do not start anything that you don't want your wife to multiply. Because with a woman, you see, you only need to drop a seed in her womb, and she will give you a baby. She incubates for 9 months. And like you said, all you need to do is give her a house. Get one plate, and before you know, she wants to match the colors of the plate and get the matching spoons and get the trays that goes with it. Wherever she goes, she wants to build a home. It can be one room, but in that one room, she can build you a home. So a woman is a multiplier. That is why it is important for men to involve women in the things that they do. It could be business, it could be finances. Women has the capacity to build, not just to build children and cook food, wash clothes. We have the capacity to build. We can help build our husbands' finances. We can help build them physically, emotionally, spiritually, make them happier than they have been if they can just be vulnerable and let us in.
Okay, so you people can do the triple M thing.
we do miracle.
Okay.
We are spirit-filled.
Okay, that's fine. So thank you very much. I think because of time, we will wrap it up here today. I just want you to give one last word of encouragement to the women.
I think it is important that in marriage, people work as a team, because though we have said that there is a role for men and there is a role for women, none is more important. They are equally important. So it is very important that we look at the bigger picture, because two can achieve more. So stay focused on your goal. What do you want to achieve for your family? Stay focused on it, and God will help you achieve so. Your roles are equally important, so stay focused on the needful, and let God be that foundation that you build your home on.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Emilia, for joining us. We are happy to have had you here. You see, it's my wife. I can talk all day, but I need to be mindful of the time. So, guys, thank you very much. I believe you've learned something today, and I hope that you will practice the things that you've learned. Until next time, God bless.
You may visit our website for details of our events and register at www.livingasOneevents.com. You can also get our books on relationships. We also do counseling for couples and singles who want to make the right decisions regarding their relationships. For more info, please contact us on 078 255 4517 or email us at livingasOneevents@gmail.com. God bless you.